Hi, it's Chris and Rich from the Foiling Mag here to do a deep dive review on the Axis Power Carbon Pro Ultra High Modulus Mast, which is pitched as their super high performance, no expense spared carbon mast.
This is a work of carbon sculpture. It is a beautiful thing. Just tapping it, it just sounds dense. There's no ping there. It is just, it's solid. It's not overly heavy. So they've made this sort of 25% stiffer than their existing high modulus mast, which is a bit of an industry benchmark as stiff masts go. I mean, that's pretty rigid. They have given it far more taper over its length, down to a minuscule 13.5 mil here, which is very thin. You can see, yeah, visibly that's thin. They've changed the profile on it. So they brought the widest part of the section back, which should, in theory, reduce drag. The other thing they've done is a taper through the cord, which knocks, I think it's probably 10 or 12 mil off this section. So you can see there's this pronounced dog leg in it that runs up there. So this section of the mast is considerably thinner and faster than the previous one.
Yeah. So in comparison to the Power Carbon mast, which was their benchmark high performance mast before, you can see?
Yeah, you can see this is very straight in its taper. And then this guy has this real pronounced dog leg there. And turn them sideways. I mean, you may not pick that up on the camera, but that is considerably thinner here than it is here. I think the surface finish looks slightly different as well. So they've used military grade carbon on this, and it's, you know, the price point I'd say is quite high, but then, you know, you kind of get what you pay for. This is a cutting edge bit of kit. How did you feel the performance was, Chris?
I wasn't really impressed. And I won't lie, I went into it hoping to not be as impressed as I was because I know what the price tag is. But I think the performance gains on this mast was really impressive.
It was quite noticeable, wasn't it? It was amazing. I think particularly when you put this mast through a harsh turn, where the old one would cavitate sometimes, this just slides on through, doesn't it? It's crazy.
It brought a new to life to foils. And I think the foil felt better. The board felt better.
Yeah.
And you could push it harder in the confidence that it could handle it.
Yeah. So in essence, we really didn't want this to be much better, but it is actually a massive step up. It's good. And
you can feel it when you're pumping it. There's rigidity.
Yeah.
You can feel when you push it through a turn, it just gives straight back. And I felt as well the cavitation was really impressive. Like those moments where you would have pushed on the older mast and it might have given.
Yeah.
This just sliced on through.
It brought an air of new predictability, particularly to some of the bigger foils I tested it with. So with the ART 999 and the 1050 stuff that I SUP on a regular basis, I felt I could plant a far more confident turn than I could on the old mast. So yeah, unfortunately, it's really good.
Bloody good. Really impressive. Are your pockets deep enough? Can you afford it? That's a personal preference. But is the marketing real? Do you get performance gains?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
There's no arguing with that, I think.
And here we've been looking at the Axis Power Carbon Pro, the ultra high modulus mast, which they do in 3 sizes. They do an 80, they do a 90, and they do a 105 centimetre.
How good would that 105 be for towing?
Oh, weapon.
Really good. That's it.
That's it.